Welcome to Animated Tops and Flops, where we dive into the best and worst episodes of your favorite animated series. My name is Alyssa.
And my name is Janice. Come join us as we finish our tour of Springfield as we discuss The Simpsons. It's so sad. It's our last episode.
It's our last Sims.
Our last Simpsons. Is that what you said? Simpsons?
Yeah, Sims.
That's so cute. That is so cute. Yes.
Hit us with our top of our last Sims.
Yes, the top episode of our last Simpsons is season 4, episode 15. It was only rated a 7.0.
I know.
This is a sham, y'all. If I have one ask for this holiday spirit coming up, because I mean tomorrow is Halloween, but like that's the spirit too. Those are the spirits that count. If you could just watch this episode, I Love Lisa. It is so funny. Literally the best episode. I adore it. Please watch it. Boost these ratings up, guys. This is pathetic. 7.0. For me!
Children.
For the children! Think of the children!
Think of the children!
Oh my god. Mrs. Lovejoy every time. Does
Every
not
time.
fail.
And our flop
And our flop, Alyssa,
is season
what is our flop?
33, episode 1, the star of Backstage, rated at a 4.4.
Wah, wah, wah.
But let's talk about Janice's favorite episode.
Oh my
Janice,
god. Okay,
hit us
so
with that tops and ups.
why don't you give us the chalkboard and couch gag first?
Ooh, okay, I
Do a little
will.
bit
I
differently.
will. Yes, I love this. Okay, so our chalkboard gag of this episode is I will not call the principal Spudhead. And the couch gag we have seen before, it was the Simpsons kick line that goes into like a big circus. And we saw it with Cape Fear because they needed a longer intro, which I thought was very funny. Do you want me to do writers and directors before you get into it or not?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. The director on this episode is Wesley Archer, who also directed things such as Rick and Morty, Disenchantment, Bob's Burgers, and King of the Hill.
How
And
fitting, since Bob's
I
Burgers is our next
I
season.
thought that too. And the writer of this episode is Frank Mula, who pretty much just did The Simpsons and then like a couple of episodes for like comedian specials, like the Cosby Show, not the Cosby Show, but like I think it was like Cosby and then Martin Short Show or something like that. And this is his first. Yes, this is his first episode that he's written.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Well, it is a really good episode. Would you like to hear the synopsis?
I want to hear the synopsis, please.
Okay, it's so detailed because I
Already.
love every second of this episode, but
So-
I did leave some stuff out for time.
I was gonna say, so if you haven't seen this episode, once Janice is done speaking, you will have basically seen it.
You will truly have basically seen it. It's just so good. Here is your synopsis. As Alyssa said, if you haven't watched this episode, you pretty much have after I've gone through the synopsis, because this one's really detailed. I love it so much. All right, so we open on KBBL radio playing the Monster Mash on Valentine's Day as Bart is writing profanity on candy hearts. Cut to Grandpa at the home, jealous of Jasper Beardsley receiving a Valentine from his granddaughter. And then we cut to Moe receiving a Valentine from Barney. And then we cut to Marge making a very special breakfast for Homer for a special day for lovers. Homer classically forgets that it is Valentine's. He remembers, he covers well, but the whole family is distracted by Flanders dressed as a giant Valentine, distracting the family, serenading Maud in a costume with the "If you want my company and you want to cuddly, come on, wifey, let me know." Oh, ow, ow, ow! He literally gives it 3 ows. Freaking love that for Flanders. So we cut back to Bart asking Homer what he got from Marge for Valentine's, and Homer sneaks out to the Quickie Mart and grabs a dusty box of chocolates. cut to Springfield Elementary to Lisa's class, where everyone is instructed to make a card box to receive Valentine's. I kind of missed that back in the day.
I do
That was such a fun
too.
activity. So personalized.
Yeah.
Skinner finds out about Bart's profanity candy hearts and announces to the school that Valentine's is no joke. And then we have a little war flashback. Cut to the class filling each other's boxes with cards and candies. Ralph is crying because he didn't receive any. Lisa regifts one of her cards to Ralph. Hearts are then being delivered to the school cafeteria for meat? Who knows? Ralph waits for Lisa after school, and he walks Lisa home and thanks her for the card, getting a little personal. And then we cut to Itchy and Scratchy, where Krusty announces his upcoming 29th anniversary show. Lisa struggles with letting Ralph know that she's not interested in him, and Lisa tells Ralph she's not ready for this kind of like relationship thing or whatever this is. And Ralph asks his dad, Chief Wiggum, how to get a girl to like him, and he tells him to be persistent. So we cut to Ralph calling on Lisa. Homer puts Ralph to work tarring the roof, since he'll do anything for Lisa. And we cut to the class assignments for the school play. Wiggum ends up bribing the teacher to have Ralph play Lisa's love interest, and Lisa thinks she'll be embarrassed by him in front of the whole school. And then we cut to Ralph Ding Dong gifting a Malibu Stacy convertible and 2 tickets to the Krusty anniversary show. Lisa confides in her dad because she doesn't like Ralph, but appreciates his gifts. And she ends up going to the Krusty anniversary show with Ralph, and Ralph spills his ice cream on Lisa. When Krusty asks Ralph if he's with his girlfriend, Ralph professes his love for Lisa on local television, and her true feelings come out, humiliating Ralph again on local TV. Wiggum busts Homer's taillight for Lisa breaking Ralph's heart. Ralph absolutely slays the role of George Washington, winning back the respect of Lisa as well as everyone in the town. And Lisa gives Ralph another card asking to just be friends. And all is well. And on a nice button of the Monster Mash playing on Wiggum's radio as he watches Ralph and Lisa swing in silence and joy. The end. It's my favorite episode. So cute. So cute.
I love that it's your favorite.
I love holiday episodes, and Valentine's is like one of those you don't get too many episodes on, but I don't know. I mean, Christmas, Hanukkah, like Thanksgiving, Halloween, I feel like those are the big ones, but I don't know, Valentine's is just like, it's kind of skipped over.
Yeah.
But yeah, it always sticks in my mind when Valentine's comes around. Okay. Alyssa, what are some of your favorite moments of this episode?
Okay. All right. I absolutely love the back and forth between the radio hosts at the beginning, and then again the callback at the end. But like just their whole thing at the beginning with the Monster Mash playing. But specifically, he goes, "You played the wrong record, didn't you?" And the guy goes, "Why are you doing this?" When Bart goes, when he's talking about Skinner, he goes, "Cool, I broke his brain."
Yeah.
The iconic "I choose you."
Mm-hmm.
When Homer gives Lisa some ways to let Ralph down, one of them
oh my god, the list is so funny.
One of them is, "I don't want to kill you, but I will."
Yes. What? Oh god, what was? I'm not gay, but I'll try.
But I'll
Or
try.
I'll learn. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not gay, but I'll learn.
They're just so good. They start off normal, you know, like, "I'm just not into you.
It's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's me." And then it just goes like straight into like, "I don't want to kill you, but I will."
Oh, I love it.
Let's see. That's all I really have on like my favorite parts.
Mm-hmm.
Because this episode is very iconic. And
Yeah.
it's hard not to be like all of it. So like I tried to pick out very specific things that I was like, ha ha, I forgot about that. That's funny. But I mean,
I
Ralph,
know.
this whole episode, Ralph is the most coherent he has been and ever will be again.
Yes. Yes. I feel like Ralph really lives up to his potential and never taps into it again.
He
It's just
never
like it's not
does.
worth it.
It makes me so sad. But also, I mean, we're getting a little off track here, but doesn't talk about it. Ralph's personality and voice had been quite variable in earlier episodes, and this episode established his personality for the remainder of the series and made him one of the most quotable characters in the cast.
Facts. Absolute facts.
Facts. So, like, this is Ralph's coming out episode.
Yeah. God, there's so many Ralph quotes too. It's not even funny.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
My parents won't let me use scissors. Miss Hoover, I don't have a red crayon. I ate it. I just love the way he says, "You choose me." It's just absolutely adorable. His banter on the way home. The doctor said I wouldn't have so many nosebleeds if I kept my finger out of there.
I was waiting how long it would take for you to break out, Ralph. I thought
I
for
have
sure
to.
it would be like way earlier than this.
Should
but,
I
like,
just say all of these in his voice?
I mean, I would love it.
Miss Hoover, my parents won't let me use scissors. I don't have a red crayon. I ate it. I choose you. The doctor said I wouldn't have so many nosebleeds if I kept my finger out of there. This is not something he said, but it's something he wrote. Look in the trunk. She's like, I think he means trunk. Oh my god, so many. At least you guys are my friends, and the ducks just leave. I mean, just come on. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay. Also, the play I thought was so freaking funny because Patty and Selma are just oohing over. Everyone's oohing and like gagaing over Ralph, and for good reason. I mean, he was fantastic in the play. Really embodied the character in the role. Truly took a moment of Meisner of throwing the card, and that was like truly a Meisner activity.
Into
It was
the
like
working fireplace, mind you.
yes, of a elementary school play. Just
gonna
casual.
ignore that. Everyone's gaga over Ralph.
Oh my god, yeah. Everyone is gaga over Ralph. The bullies are like, oh, they make me want to learn about our founding fathers. To the library! Patty and Selma are just like, that is a man.
I'm like, my first thought is, why are they there?
For Lisa. She's got the lead in the play.
I mean,
I feel like they adore her more than they show.
Okay, I guess
I feel like they're good aunts.
Was Lenny there, or am I going crazy?
I don't remember seeing Lenny there.
Okay,
But he might have.
I was gonna say, I just feel like sometimes the people in the town will just show up to like the kids' plays for no reason. It's like, I mean, sure.
I think that's really sweet if they do. Like, that's adorable. Could be a bit alarming, but I mean, I'm going to try to think positive on this one and think that it's cute.
I'm sure it's just like they're like, hey, let's just like support the kids, even though a lot of the times they're like, boo, you suck.
Yes. I thought it was so funny that the Mount Rushmore head kept talking, kind of like you know, in Godzilla, the old Godzillas, where the dub is so bad, the mouths are moving and nothing is being said.
Yes.
I thought that was hilarious. Krusty's clips were hilarious.
Oh my God.
I think the funniest one for me was the 70s clip where he's watching it and he's like, what was I on?
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite line of this entire episode is, I even have the Krusty home pregnancy test.
Yes, it is, Janice. Yes, it is.
I love that line so much. I find it hilarious that an 8-year-old boy would have a pregnancy test just because Krusty made it.
But did you see the disclaimer on the box?
Oh no, what did it say?
It said, may cause birth defects. And it's like,
interesting.
I don't know how, but I'm like, you know, I don't feel good about it.
Oh my god.
Like the fumes.
Yeah. I don't know, this episode had so many funny one-lines. Like I didn't put a lot on here too, but I mean that's like basically half the episode right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Wiggum shooting at the nutshells like to get them open was so funny. Like we just
Mhm.
find out little quirks about other characters in this, and I think
Yeah.
that's why I like it so much too, is because Apu is like going through his head. He's like, "Oh my god, what if like Homer finds out that there's a supermarket next door that's discounted?" And he's like, 5 cents off.
Expired baby food.
Yeah, and he's like, "Okay, deal."
Sold. I
Oh my god.
I feel like Wiggum is done an injustice in this episode a little bit.
Really?
Yes, because
Why?
he's very Homer-esque in this episode, where he's like
Mm.
shown as like fat and lazy and dumb. And like the beautiful thing about Wiggum is that he knows he's those things, but it's not called out because it just is. And I feel
Yeah.
like in this episode it was called out, and I was like, that's really unnecessary.
Yeah. I didn't think of it that way. Yeah.
Because he's just wonderful the way he is. Like, we don't have to show his stomach falling out from over his pants. We don't have to, you know.
I did like the chasing the duck though. He's
No,
like,
that is
come on,
and
keep
that's
it.
the moments where you're like, I don't need you to tell me or like show me like very aggressively that you're fat, you're overweight, you know, you don't work out. That's it. That you showed me in one clip, and it's so hilarious.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, it seemed like they were just trying to fill some time on this episode. It's like they knew what
Yeah.
they wanted to do, but like even the what is it called?
Itchy
The
and
Itchy and
scratchy.
Scratchy show. I'm like um Itchy show.
Anyway.
We have to finish it. I mean, we started it. Um the Itchy and Scratchy show was a bit tame on this one, or
Yeah.
not tame, I guess, just lame, you know?
Yeah. There, it was just hard out of a chest. I feel like there really wasn't any blood.
Yeah, it was not very violent, which is usually the case for Itchy and Scratchy, but
Right.
maybe it's because I don't know.
I
Okay, now
think.
I'm thinking.
Well, I'm thinking maybe it is just because they needed to fill that space, and they were like a heart for Valentine's Day, and what if Itchy just grabs it out of Scratchy, and then blah, blah.
Yeah, because I mean, my theory is like with the Itchy and Scratchy show, it's so violent to juxtapose the violence in the
And
episodes.
maybe there just wasn't there was really no violence in the episode at all, so that would make sense.
Other than kids could be cruel.
Kids are mean. Emotional
Yeah.
violence.
Emotional violence is a thing. Yeah, yeah.
Do you have any other favorite things, moments, anything?
Oh, I thought it was interesting that Lisa spills chocolate all over her dress, but the next shot when she's like, "No," she has no chocolate on her dress. Cute little glitch there.
Yes.
Also, after the episode aired, the staff received a letter from a Vietnam veteran who was angry about the flashback from Skinner.
Oh my God.
But incidentally, Matt Groening's brother himself is a Vietnam veteran, and he loved the sequence. So you win some with some, you lose some with some. It's subjective.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do we want to get into facts, fun facts?
Yes. Let's do facts. What are some fun facts about this episode?
I first of all, that this is like Ralph's debut episode. This is also the episode where Ralph is stated to be Chief Wiggum's son for the first time. Like, it's kind of suspected in the Camp Krusty episode because they share the last name, but it never really like came out. And so like this is like, yeah, he is his son. And I just love that this is also like his personality coming out video. It's also like, here's his family. It's just all nicely in like a little bow. And oh my God, the story of this episode, I didn't know this and I love it. The story originated from a personal episode of Al Jean's life. When Jean was in 3rd grade, he received a Valentine from a girl that read, "I choose you." Years later, Jean wondered if the girl had really liked him. He told writing partner Mike Reese about it, and they thought it would be a good idea for the episode.
The fact that this was based off a true story is like, come on.
The fact that there's a Valentine out there that actually says I choose you.
I need to see that vintage Valentine.
We
Like,
want
I
the
need to
Valentine.
know if it looks exactly how it was shown.
It better. I'll riot.
Yeah, I am right behind you there. I will get my pitchfork ready. Yeah.
That's all I really have. Those were like the most interesting facts to me, but I know that you definitely have more, so like hit me.
I mean, they're not very interesting. The title is a parody off of the I Love Lucy. This is the first appearance of Bill and Hillary Clinton in the series.
Oh yeah, they were also at the school play.
Isn't that weird? Or no, they were at the Crusty Anniversary show.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. I'm like
I had another one. Oh, when Ralph tells Lisa, "Leave me alone, I'm here to play George Washington," he sits down in a wheelchair, dons glasses, and smokes a cigarette, a reference to former President Franklin Roosevelt.
yes. It was funny because like the first time that I watched it, I was like, okay. And then I watched it just now. This is the first time I watched it in like years, like decades maybe. And my immediate thought was, oh, Ralph, that's the wrong president. Oh, you poor sweet dummy.
Yeah, but he knew traits of another president, so that's, that's a plus. Oh my god, Ralph's butt as Nixon was just hilarious.
I feel
Bart? Yeah, Bart, sorry.
I was like, when?
Bart's butt as Nixon is hilarious.
That's perfect.
I feel like Matt Groening uses Nixon a lot. I don't know if he like just enjoys the character traits of Nixon or something, but he's used a lot in Futurama. So I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but I just thought that was funny.
I assume he just hates Nixa the most.
That could be too.
Yeah.
That could be too.
Anything else?
We'll never know. No, that's all I have.
Okay, Janice.
Yes.
A very important question I must ask you.
Yes.
Do you agree with this rating?
Absolutely not. This is such a good episode, and I am biased. I will say that. Like, this is one of the first episodes I remember from my childhood watching through a reflection in my of a painting in my parents' room, like staying up past like 10 p.m. and whatnot. Like this is the first episode I actually remember that I can recall from like my childhood. So it's not only very special to me, but I just adore it. And I am biased. I will say that again. No shame. Absolutely no shame. It deserves to be a 9.8 in my opinion.
Damn. That is whoop there. That is whoop there.
I'm biased though. So does that really count?
Yes, it does, because you're talking about it and no one else is. So
True.
There you go. You made a podcast and there's a whole episode about it. So your opinions matter the most.
Haha. If you think your opinion matters more, make a podcast.
Make a podcast.
You won't.
I definitely think it should be higher than a 7. I'm going to go with like an 8.5.
I feel like that is very reasonable. And
thank you. I was worried.
Actually, like, realistic.
I'm like, man, if I go lower than her, she might get mad at me.
No, that's realistic. I am not being realistic, and I plan to continue to live in my delusions. So.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love your delulus.
Yeah, this one I stand by hardcore.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah. Shall we move to our...
Oh my god, what's wrong with us?
I know. Shall we move to our flop?
Let's move to our flop. As a reminder, our flop is season 33, episode 1, The Star of Backstage, rated at a 4.4. Janice.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to hit us with that flop synopsis?
Yes, the flop synopsis. Okay. I will keep my opinions until after I read this.
We will all keep our opinions and facial expressions until after.
Yes, I shall read like this.
Like
Open
Elon
up.
Musk.
Like Elon Musk. Synopses of The Simpsons. All right.
I hate it.
I hate it too. Here's a very voiceover version of that. The synopsis of The Simpsons is now. Okay,
Wait,
I hate
I
that so
like that. I
much.
like that so much better.
Ew, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I hate that. That's my like day after tomorrow, like, I don't know, AI voice. Like, I
Keep
don't
it,
know.
girl. Keep it.
Okay,
Put it in your
fine.
back
Don't take
pocket.
my characters, people. If you are listening in your voice actor, don't take my characters.
Don't take them or we'll sue.
Yes, we will sue.
Thank,
Okay.
thank you, AI Janice.
You're welcome. Anyhow. I don't know why I get so close to the mic when I do it too. I'm like, I
You
feel like you
have
have
to,
to.
though. Yeah, no, that's what makes it the best. Okay, anyway,
Yeah, sorry. This is like the biggest
woo,
tangent ever.
segue.
Siggy. All right. Your flop scene-ops. Open up on Franklin Chase's memorial. Marge's show is playing on a TV from her high school stage manager theater days. Marge reminisces in Kristen Bell's beautiful singing voice and gets the cast to revive the show and relive the magic of theater. Lenny breaks his hip during the song, and Homer takes over Lenny's role. Sasha Reed returns from New York City to star in the play. Sasha and Marge butt heads, a classic actor versus tech division. Marge brings in brownies and a memory box of photos and things from their time together as a cast. Marge realizes that the cast never included her in the cast outings and never treated her like part of the group. Marge exposes Sarah's ruse and fake success, and Sasha is devastated. She was caught and the cast runs off to support her. Marge realizes she put herself before the show, not what a stage manager does in the code book of ethics of stage managing. She apologizes to Sarah and the cast. The show is back on, and Springfield adores the show. The show ends with Marge at the diner with the techies and the cast going off to party just like the old days. The end.
For those of us, for the listeners out there, Janice said Sarah instead of Sasha a lot, and that is because
Oh no, sorry,
no,
Sasha.
that's okay. That's because Sasha is played by Sarah Chase, and so
It's
it's
my
like,
notes.
but like it's easy to get those because like Sarah Sasha, like Sarah Sasha.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Thank
I
you.
totally get
Thank
it.
you.
I was following you, but for those that are
Okay.
like, what? They're the same person.
I clearly wrote Sasha and I read Sarah. I may be dyslexic. We have not confirmed.
I'm dyslexic. Welcome. Whoop, whoop.
Welcome to dyslexia. Have a look around. Nothing what you read is exactly as it sounds. Sorry,
Wow,
I
that
made
was
that up.
good. That was
Thank
good.
you.
That was on the spot. That was nice.
Improv. Yes. Okay. So, Alyssa, hit us with the opening gags.
Oh, what
What kind of
opening gags?
right?
What open? There's not even an opening anything. It was just The Simpsons straight into it.
Lame.
Mad about that. Let me tell you about the director. All right,
Yes.
Rob Oliver.
Directors, writers.
Rob Oliver only ever directed The Simpsons. All right, yeah. The writer, never heard of her before. Elizabeth Kernan Averick.
Oh.
Yes, she wrote 2 Simpson shorts, High School Musical, the musical, the series, and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh.
So she's done a lot of musical TV shows, and that like checks out as to why she did this episode, and I love that.
Yeah.
The music was by Jake Dolgan, who also did music for Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, The After Party, and How I Met Your Mother. And the lyrics were by both Elizabeth Kernan Averick and Jack Dolgan.
Okay, I loved the music in this episode, and I actually really liked the episode.
Janice, what did you love about this episode?
Well, Alyssa, I really liked all of the theater jokes because as a theater kid, it was just, I got it. I was inside the jokes. So, I was both a techie and an actor. I did both, so I just, like, I get both. I thought it was really well done. And then I just love Kristen Bell. Like, how can you not enjoy Kristen Bell singing? She's so good.
I hated that they changed Marge's singing voice to be Kristen Bell.
Really?
Yeah. I would have liked it if like maybe Kristen Bell was just like, I don't know, just kind of like her alter ego instead of just like her voice. Like maybe she like showed up next to Marge and like was singing and everything. It's just felt, I don't know. I didn't like it. I did not like that sound coming out, like Kristen Bell's beautiful voice coming out of Marge's mouth. It felt
Oh,
uncomfortable.
I really liked it. I'm a huge Kristen Bell fan. Like, she's probably one of my top 10 actors.
Listen,
Just so good.
I love Kristen Bell. And I think
Yes.
she crushed what she did. But hearing her voice come out of Marge was weird.
How is it weird?
Because
I don't
like
get
it shouldn't be there. Marge is very raspy, and when I hear this like beautiful like Disney princess voice, it's like that's not supposed to sound like that.
Whose voice would you have put in Marge's mouth?
I want Marge to sing it.
Ugh, really?
Yeah. Don't ugh me. How dare you?
I don't know. It's just like, even when she was trying to sing talk, she was having such a hard time with it, and it was so endearing. But I was like, okay, I don't know if I could handle that for like
Okay, to be
3 minutes.
so if we're as the episode kept going, it got less weird because I didn't realize how much singing was going to be happening, but the first singing sequence I hated because I was like, this isn't Marge's voice. And then as it kept going, I was like, okay, I see why we did what we did.
There,
I just don't like it.
I'll compromise there. I accept.
Okay.
I accept the disagreement. What are some of your favorite moments of the episode?
Girl, I only really have one.
What is it?
It is at the very beginning when she's like, no one grieves like theater kids. And it's just 3 different theater kids grieving differently. One like standing out, like looking out a window, like forlorn and like a single tear. One dude's ripping his shirt open and like screaming. And the other one's doing like some weird ballet, like a sad ballet
Oh
with
my God.
the stupid ribbon. And I just love that because I'm like that. As also a theater kid, that checks out.
I love it. I really enjoyed Baby Fraudway. It was a great Wicked playoff, and it was a great visual.
Mm.
I just love Wicked. So again, like a lot of things that I love, putting it in an episode. Theater, Wicked, Kristen Bell. Uh, I love the one-liner, "You ruined everything, you techie." And Marge goes, "I did it. The one thing a stage manager must never do. I put myself before the show." Dying as a former and very short-lived stage manager. I was born for the stage, not behind the stage. Although I still enjoy dabbling in both. Absolutely adored all the theater jokes. I thought it was really sad that I felt for Marge as the techie being left out of everything. She was like, "Oh, look at how amazing this was," and she wasn't included in any of it.
But like that's so true. There's such a disconnect between the actors and like the stagehands and everybody that works backstage, and it shouldn't be because everybody's working together on this thing, and you're around everyone. You're not just around the actors or just around the techies and.
Exactly, and everyone's telling a story. Someone's telling a story through lighting. Someone's telling a story through costumes. Someone's telling a story through props and through effects and through music. It's like everyone is storytelling and has so many skills that they're bringing to it, and it is sad about the disconnect.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
No.
Fun facts. Do you have any fun facts about this episode?
One. Well,
Yes.
I have 2, but we already said one, which was Kristen Bell's Marge's singing voice, which I guessed halfway through the first song. I was like, I bet, I'm like, this kind of sounds like Kristen Bell. And I was like, yep. That Sasha Reed, who's played by Sarah Case, I was like, who is this? Who is singing this beautiful song? She plays Sydney Picorni and Kimmy Schmidt. I was like, this is so random.
It's very random.
So random. I was like, has she been in any Broadway shows? None that I could find. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, but I was flabbergasted.
She sounded amazing.
I know.
She was so good.
I know.
Get that woman in a Disney show.
Get her in there.
Get her in there. Do you agree with the rating? Do you think it should be so low?
I think it should be lower than Lisa Goes Gaga.
And
there, I said
Boy's a Bummer?
Yes.
am shocked.
I know.
The Boy's a Bummer. You think this is worse than The Boy's a Bummer?
Yes, because even The
Why?
Boy's a Bummer had multiple funny moments in it. No, I didn't care for it. I think the parody that they tried to draw from it didn't work. Um it wasn't funny like they wanted it to be, but there was moments in it that were actually like really funny. And this one I just felt like, I don't know, I kept checking out. I got bored.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, this one is definitely for like the diehard like theater kids, you know what I mean? Like I feel like
Yeah.
it's very niche, but even so, there's so much more that they could have done with it. Like there's
Mhm.
so many great jokes about like, you know, the other kinds of techies around, and it was a bit surface. They
It also,
didn't dig deep.
yeah, it also felt very fast. Like everything was happening like really quickly, and it was a little confusing to follow. Like just like all of a sudden she's putting on the show at the high school.
Hmm.
Okay. But the show's with adults. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Um I don't know. It just felt like too much smooshed into one.
Hmm. That's fair. That is fair. I disagree that it is worse than The Boy's a Bummer, though. I
Okay.
still think that is the worst episode
All right.
by far. Well, no, sorry, I lie. I misspeak. I think I think Musk is the worst episode ever. I
It's
really didn't like it.
definitely fucking down there.
I really didn't like it.
I feel like
That
Musk in this episode kind of like toe the line together.
yeah.
Yeah, they both just felt
Hmm.
kind of,
Unnatural.
yeah. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. It felt
Yeah.
like they were messing with like the fabric of the Simpsons kind of.
Ooh. Okay, I agree there, and I agree with that sentiment on on Lisa Goes Gaga as
Mhm.
well.
Okay.
The Boy's a Bummer still fits within that world, so that kind of puts that back up for me now.
Yeah. And I think
But
yeah, that's a really good point that you brought it, is that it's just
yeah, it enhances like the world already built with the mob mentality and all that, you
mhm.
know.
Mhm.
But yeah, yeah, you know, okay, you're making me think on this one
You
because
started it. You made me say things that made me think of stuff.
we make each other think. That's
Aw.
sweet.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Marge wasn't a theater kid. She was a rebel, but not that kind of rebel, you
Yeah,
know,
she was a
not like
photographer, right? She did like the school
yeah, she
news.
burned her bra, like, you know, she was yeah, it's a different kind of you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really fit in the world that was built for Marge through
No.
her past and all that.
And like they have original music, oops, they have original musical moments in other episodes, and we, got to see all of them in that one clip show.
Yeah.
And like there's a difference between those musical moments and the ones from the Star of Backstage, where like everything's like heavily choreographed. It feels like a musical, where the other one, it's the town coming together to sing a song together, and it feels put together in a very like Mod Podgey way, which is very much The Simpsons. And so it's nice to
Yeah.
see that. And this was just a little too buttoned up for my taste.
Yeah. Uh I agree with that. And the other one that they did too, focused on Broadway of Lisa Takes the Stage
Yeah.
and of the one where they end up in the mob for Fat Tony with the horse, and it's like a big Les Mis thing. Yeah, all of those together, it's like it pushes the Broadway bill a bit too much. And
Yeah.
although we love singing and dancing in The Simpsons, none of it's motivated really.
Yeah.
And that's
I
the whole
think that
point
is
of
really,
musicals is that it's
that's it. Yeah,
motivated.
that's the biggest thing. Wow, look at, man, I could not have like thought of that, like, oh, it needs to be motivated. But that makes sense. That makes so much sense when
Yeah,
why I hate
because
so much of the singing in The Simpsons when it's just like musical stuff, because I'm like, there's no reason that they're doing this. They're just fucking doing it.
exactly, music and musicals happen when you don't know how else to express yourself. That's when the music
Mhm.
goes. It's completely motivated. It's completely backed up by, you know, the characters and the plot and everything else. It moves the plot forward. This just, yeah. Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Floppity flop.
Flappity flappity flap.
Yeah.
Got any other things you want to say?
I still enjoyed it. Like, for the
Yeah,
theater
totally.
and for the references and all that, I did still enjoy that. And I would probably rate this at a solid 5.0. I don't think it deserves to be that low.
I'll accept the 5.0 rating.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep it down there.
Yeah. Solid. Right in the mid.
Yeah, right in the mid. Alyssa, this is our last Simpsons episode. I'm so proud of us.
It's so weird.
We did a thing.
We did a thing.
New. Yeah.
We did a whole season of a thing, and it was definitely a learning experience.
Yeah, definitely learned a lot. Still learning a lot.
Still, yes.
Watching everything back and with the notes and the like all the things that go into making a podcast. It's hard. It's not easy.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's funny to see like our first episode compared to like one of our most recent ones.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm like, we're babies 3 months ago. Look at those babies.
Yeah. They don't know what they're doing.
They don't know nothing. Those kids.
Yeah.
Oh. How do we sign off? How do we sign off on our last episode of the season?
Well, we do have a season 2 coming up.
We do have a season 2 coming up.
Shall we solidify it?
Yes, let's do it.
You want to intro into our season 2?
Season 2 of Animated Tops and Flops is coming at you in the new year. We are going to be discussing Bob's Burgers because of course we are.
Yes. This is Alyssa's favorite animated series, and I can't wait to now dig in with her on her favorite episodes and the top rated episodes and the worst rated episodes of her favorite series.
It's gonna be so good. I cannot say enough good things about this show. It is my bread and butter.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
Mm.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to talk about it with you.
Yes, I cannot wait to hear you relive the episodes through the synopses. I mean, it's just, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of squealing on my end, I assure you.
I dig it. Well, we got echo noise cancellation for a reason.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to tell us about the bracket winners? When we will be announcing the bracket winners?
Oh, yes. Well, we could do a live to announce the bracket winners if you want. Or sorry, my stomach is.
I thought that was mine.
My stomach has been doing this all day, and I've been feeding it all day.
Oh,
so
and it's just,
I don't
like,
know.
Not enough.
Yeah, it's like why?
Yeah, maybe we'll do a live.
Yeah, we could do a live reveal.
You know what? Stay tuned on that. We're gonna.
Yeah, but we got plenty of brackets to follow up on. So I mean, I need to catch up on posting those because I did not think it through about we have semifinals to get through as well, and then final rounds to get through. So keep posted on Instagram for our best and worst episode ever.
And we'll see you next year.
Yeah, smell you later.
Smell you later.